the farmer, his wife, and the mysterious stranger. Long ago, in the green valley of Ojitaland, where the morning mist rolled down the hills like a whisper from the gods, there lived a humble farmer named Okoro and his gentle wife, Ngozi. They lived in a small mud-brick hut with a thatched roof and a garden filled with cassava, maize, and yam mounds. They were not wealthy, but they were content. Their home was filled with laughter, peace, and the smell of roasted yam. Okoro rose before the sun each day, shouldering his hoe and walking down to the fields. Ngozi would sweep the compound, feed the chickens, and sing as she pounded yam or fetched water from the nearby stream. They worked together in harmony, and whatever little they harvested, they shared with others. Ngozi often reminded her husband, "If the hand is open to give, the heavens will always remember to fill it." Their generosity was well known in the village. Orphans who had no meals came to their doorstep. Travelers often found refuge under the kola tree near their hut. And though they were mocked by some who called them the fools who give too much, Okoro and Ngozi never changed. One dry season, the land was harsh and unforgiving. The sun scorched the earth, streams dried up, and food became scarce. Even the animals cried in the bush. Most villagers hoarded their food, shutting their doors to strangers. One hot evening, as Ngozi prepared what little food they had left, a figure appeared on the dusty path. He was tall and thin, cloaked in dust from the road, leaning on a crooked walking stick. His sandals were worn, and his face bore the marks of many journeys. "Good evening," the stranger greeted, bowing slightly. "I have traveled far. I am hungry, tired, and in need of shelter." Okoro rose from his bamboo stool and welcomed him warmly. "Peace be unto you, traveler. Come sit under our tree." "You are welcome." Ngozi placed a bowl of warm yam porridge and water before him. The stranger ate slowly, saying little, but every now and then, he looked at the couple with deep, thoughtful eyes. As the night fell, the wind grew cool. Ngozi brought out a mat and placed it near the fire. "You may rest here," she said. That night, as the moonlight filtered through the trees, the stranger looked up at the stars and murmured something only the night could hear. In the early morning, before the cock crowed a third time, the stranger stood to leave. Okoro and Ngozi stirred from their sleep. "Thank you," he said, his voice calm and firm. "Your kindness is like rain in a desert. Few have such hearts." He raised his staff and tapped it gently on the dry earth beside their hut. Immediately, a small crack opened, and from it sprang clear, flowing water. The spring bubbled joyfully, as if it had been waiting for centuries. The couple gasped. "From this day," the stranger said, "your land will never know drought. Your crops will drink from this spring, and your kindness will feed generations." Before they could utter a word, the stranger turned and walked into the morning mist, vanishing like smoke. News spread quickly. The villagers came in droves to see the miracle. True enough, the spring never dried. The couple's farm flourished, even when others struggled. Their yam tubers grew so large they needed 2 men to carry them. Their maize ripened twice a season. Their chickens laid more eggs. The blessings overflowed. But while some rejoiced and praised God, others grew jealous. One such man was Adigwe, a wealthy but selfish farmer who rarely gave to the poor. He built a large hut near his compound and prepared fancy meals each day, waiting to attract another mysterious stranger. He ordered his servants to smile and pretend to be kind. One day, a dusty traveler passed by. Adigwe ran to him, offered food, and brought him in. But when the traveler asked to stay the night, Adigwe frowned. "Sleep here," he scoffed. "No, I've done enough. Go find shelter elsewhere." The traveler left quietly. That night, a strange wind blew through Adigwe's fields. The next morning his barn had caught fire. His crops wilted. His well dried up. He had shown kindness only to be rewarded, not from his heart but for gain. The gods saw through him. Meanwhile, Okoro and Ngozi continued living simply. They never boasted of their blessing. Instead, they used their spring to help others. They built a small pool for the village, and no one ever lacked water again. One day, an old woman came to Ngozi and said, "May your children be many, and your name remembered. For in feeding one stranger, you fed a nation." As years passed, Okoro and Ngozi aged. Children from the village gathered around them to hear the story of the spring. And every time a stranger passed through Ojidaland, he found water to drink, food to eat, and a story told under the kola tree. The story of a farmer, his wife, and a mysterious stranger who came with dusty feet but left behind a river of blessings. And so the tale lives on, carried by wind and water, reminding all that kindness given from the heart returns with the hands of heaven.